Hi everyone, I'm JD from Millowbound Journals. Welcome back to my channel. I am continuing on making these two Daphne's Diary journals. In the previous videos we made the covers and chose our feature pages and cut them down and arranged them. I will link the playlist below if you are interested. And now I'm up to putting in the rest of my pages. So I've got my feature pages from the magazine itself. And now I want to do my feature pages, my blank pages or my writing pages, and I'm going to just use colourful paper because I feel like the magazine is so happy and colourful and all that kind of thing that I want to play on those colours. For this cover I want to do greens and blues, maybe a little bit of pink. We'll have a look. For this one I want to focus on pinks and also purples. And maybe a little bit of green and blue. We'll see what happens. We'll just have a fun play. I will start off with this one. And yeah, I'm just putting the camera on while I go about this process. So it will be a quite chatty video. So you might want to grab some craft and craft along while I do this. I'll try to chat about my process. I've shared all of this before in other videos, but if you're new here, I'll just chat about my process. Basically, I find the middle of the journal, the spine fold, and then I fold it to where I want it to be. And then I cut this down here. So I want to leave a bit of a gap at the top, the bottom, and the side. So the great thing about doing a large journal cover size is that I don't have to cut down my pages lengthways. I don't have to cut off the top or the bottom. It's all just going to be nicely done for me. Now some people like it going all the way to the edge of the journal and all the pages the same width. I quite like that look. I tend to not do that though, for whatever reason. This is just my way of doing it. And I think I'll do some darker green to contrast with the lighter green. But yeah, this is just the way I've always done it. I like, I guess, having the pages a little bit inside so that they're a bit protected from the cover. But like I said, I like both. I like it when they're at the edge and I like it when they're a bit in. If you have a paper trimmer, of course, go ahead and use a paper trimmer. I get quite a few questions about why don't I use a paper trimmer. I don't have one, and scissors do the job. So I quite enjoy just the process of folding and cutting, and yeah, it does the job. So this is how I do it. So I've got two light green, two dark green. Let's go for some blue, some of this pale blue. And I'm just going to start off with our large pages, and then I'll show you how I kind of jazz it up a little bit and make some different looking pages. If you just want the most simple basic journal, of course, just fold all your pages the same, this large size. But I'm going to do two each of the base colors. I think that's what I'm going to do. It's always up to change. And I might have to end up trimming this down further once I add my pages to the signature. Obviously the middle pages get pushed out further than the outer pages, and so often you have to cut, well, I have to cut the inner pages. Now, do I want some darker blue for a bit of contrast? What I might do is I'll show you how I do the pockets. So let's do our darker blue ones as pockets, because it is a bit bright, and just so it's not so overpowering, I'll make a smaller page so there's not so much of the color. So I just fold it over oops, fold up the bottom to make your pocket, fold it over, and then we can take that to the sewing machine and sew that. If you don't have a sewing machine, you can just use glue. This one I'll fold the other way, so we'll have two pocket pages, one with the pocket on the inside and one with the pocket on the outside. I like making them narrower just because it gives it a different look, gives the journal some variety, to have a shorter, narrower page. Now, how many pages did I have? I think I had 11 or 12 feature pages. So that means I want 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, at least 12, 12 of those pages. So let me have a look what else I have here. I've got this blue here. So this will be 10. So it's slightly different. You probably can't tell, but it's a slightly different blue. So what I will do with this slightly different blue to distinguish it from the other one is I'll make some shorter pages or some narrower pages. Again, just to give it a different look. And let's do a fold out as well. So we can do something like that. And then you can experiment with how wide you make your page. You can make your fold out that big, really narrow, everything in between. So let's make a really narrow one here with a large fold out here for a different look. And then what I like to do with these, because I'm such a systematic, methodical person, is have symmetry. So one will have it over this side and one will have the flap over this side. So when I arrange them, I'll put the flap on that side and the flap on that side. All right, so now I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 pages, and I will just do a count because I forgot how many we did of the feature pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that will give me 22 pages. Normally when I do a single signature journal, I do 25, but Daphne's diary journals I find are quite narrow, and so I don't want to bulk them up too much, like have them bulging. I mean, you can if you want, but I just like the slim look of a Daphne's diary journal that you can then chunk up when you add your ephemera. So start it quite narrow and slim and slender, and then build it up later. So I think I might stay with 22 pages for that one. In the next video, we'll arrange those pages and add them to the signature. And what I'll do then is I'll feel it and I'll know, should I leave it at 22, or I'll be like, oh no, let's add a few more. That's how I'll do that. So let's do the pink one now. That was the green themed one. This is the pink themed one. Or that's the green and blue, and this is the pink and purple. The reason being purple because I had a few purple pages that from the magazine as my feature pages, so I thought, why not just make it pink and purple? I hope I'm in frame. Sorry, I'm sitting down for this video so that I'm not getting a sore back or sore legs or sore feet while I'm standing all the time, but hopefully it's in frame and in focus, and hopefully you are enjoying this video. Hopefully it's relaxing. Let me know in the comments what you are doing while you're watching, and if you're making a similar Daphne's diary journal. Alright, so I want to use some of this lighter purple as a full-size page. Oh, I think I got too many pages there, but that's okay. Alright, So this is the more repetitive part of the process making journals, but I really enjoy it. I always say my favorite part of making a journal is the cover. My second favorite part of making a journal is the pages. So this part, I know it looks a bit boring and tedious and repetitive, but I really enjoy it. I love putting together the pages. Alright, so we've got 2 purples. Now I've got my 2 darker ones, so I'm going to do the same for what I did with the other journal. And these ones, because it's so bold, I don't want it to stand out too much. And so I'm going to do my pocket pages with these ones. And if you would like me to film my process making more journals, let me know. If you would want to see more of how I do Daphne's diary journals, I can just keep doing that. But if you want to see other journals that I make, I do have a series coming up. The next one will be how I make my fairy journals. So that one will be coming up. In terms of the Make a Junk Journal with Me series, I do hope to still continue those. I'm just not sure if I'm going to be able to do it this year. This year has been full of changes and still not feeling in a routine or anything, and just, I guess my head is full. And so I've got with a full head and changes and no set routine or anything, it's just difficult to do anything like a huge project like that and plan it out and get everything ready. So I'm not sure if we will be doing a Make a Junk Journal with Me series this year. Having said that, it's quite early in the year, so you never know, the second half of the year I might be in some sort of routine and headspace to be able to do that. I'm just trying to think what I want to do here. I think I need more pink. I don't have any other shades of pink, so that's okay. What I'll just do is use these as my fold out pages. But I just want to make sure it is a pink themed journal, so we want an equal, if not more, amount of pink pages. So we're just going to fold our fold out ones, one there and one here. Okay, so that is 2, 4, 6, 8. Now I have to choose what I'll do for the next large size page. Let me just have a look here. I'm just looking at colors and looking at what I could use besides pink and purple if I want to use green or blue. I feel like there isn't much green or blue in this journal, so I think what I will do is actually use, I could use either, but I feel like this is where I'm just thinking, I'm letting the journal speak to me. It's just taking a while for me to hear its voice. Oh look, that needs to go like that. Because there is quite a bit of blue in some of these pages, so I could use blue, and purple and blue is one of my favorite combinations. But I'm just thinking, because it's more of an autumn themed journal as well, I could use green to represent leaves, and obviously Daphne's diary always has lots of flowers, so that would go well with the vegetation, you know, the green here, the green here, the leafery, and you know, green leaves to go with the autumn. But I'm just thinking the cover has more blue than green in it. Oh, I don't know, it's got green there. So it could work either way. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter which one I choose because both will work. But I just have a personal preference And my personal preference is telling me... Okay, I'll try and think out my process, talk out my process here. I actually think green would work thematically better with the autumn theme in the pages. But I'm going to go blue. Not just because it's my favorite color, but because I feel like blue works better with the purple and the pink combo. Having said that, I think it works better with the cover. Having said that, I'm very actually... I might change my mind. See, look at this. This is why... These are like the little details that I'm working with, thinking about with the journal. What goes best? I don't know, I feel like... Okay, just go with it. Just go with it. You know what? Because I can't decide, I'm going to go one blue and one green. That way I'll be happy. That satisfies my umming and ahhing. I crack myself up. Anyway, it's always good to laugh at yourself. Keep the humor alive. I never, ever, ever want to lose my humor. I will never lose my giggle. I am very intentional. Like, it naturally comes out, but I want to be intentional about it too. Because you know how they say, like, when you get older, you get crankier? And I don't want to do that. So I want to be very intentional the older I get to laugh more. Just to counter that. Anyway, so that's our green. That's my pink. And I'm going to use these pages for my fairy journals coming up later on, for my colourful journals. It's nice to break away from vintage and coffee dye paper sometimes. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. Very rambly video. Oh, hello. I'll be back in the next video to show you how I arrange the papers in a signature. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.